Hi guys, this is the ABCs to the Arabic language, and we're going to talk about the second quarter of the alphabet in this video. So if you haven't watched part 1, I strongly suggest you do, because we already covered the first 7 letters, which are alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, and this time we plan to cover the second 7, which are dal, zal, ra, zain, sin, shin, sad. So let's start with dal. Dal is the equivalent of D in English. Now, at the beginning of the word, D would look like that, and then in the middle like this, and at the end it pretty much looks like how it looks like in the middle. So, don't forget the harakat, guys. Da, do, and di as discussed in the previous video. Now let's get started with making words. So, a, and then da, and then b. So it would be a, da, b, adab. Adab means discipline or behavior in Arabic. Now let's switch it up a little bit. Make it do and b, dub, dob. Dob means bear in Arabic, like a teddy bear or a grizzly bear. Moving on to the next letter, the. So that would be like a th in English, but the sound, not the th, like this or that. So the, and then you have thu, and then you have the. So at the beginning, that would look like this. In the middle and at the end, they actually look the same. I don't know why I did it twice, whatever. The third letter we're going to learn today is ra, which is the equivalent of R in English. And we have ra, there's ru, and ri. At the beginning, ra looks like this, and in the middle at the end, they look the same. So that line just signifies the continuation of said word, for example, because you would never connect the ra with another letter behind it. You can only connect it with a letter in front of it. Same with da, the, and a few others that we're going to cover today. So here's a word that would have the letter ra in it. So, do you remember what these letters are from last time? Ha, jar, hajara, hajar. So hajar just means rocks in English. So instead of hajar, let's mix up the first 2 letters and make it juhur. How would we write that? Ju with a, the O sound. And hur. Juhr or juhur. And juhur just means a small hole that animals live in. This letter is pretty easy. It's zai, which is the equivalent of z in English. And of course, don't forget the harakat, za. You have also zu, and z. So at the beginning and by itself, it looks like this. However, at the end of a word, it looks like that. Now let's move on to words. Let's put a, ru, and z. arroz, which means, if you can guess properly, rice, arroz, which I suppose sounds like the French one too. There's a similarity, right? Right? In my dialect, actually, we just take off the a and just call it rose. Here's a word with zai at the beginning of the word. The word zir. Zir just means button in English. Moving on. The next letter is sin, and it's the equivalent of S in Arabic. Now there is sa, there's little old su, and then there is si. And this is what sin looks like at the beginning, the middle, and at the end of a word. See the difference? Notice what they all have in common, right? Those three little teeth. Now let's write Asad. A, Sa, D. Asad. And yes, that is the name of the Syrian dictator. And it actually means lion. Here's another example of seen in a word. Khas. What does khas mean? Can you pronounce it? It means lettuce. How about the word sir? So sir is written like that, and it means secret. Can you keep a sir? So the next letter is sheen. It looks exactly like seen, except that it has 3 dots on top in the shape of a triangle. There's sha, shu, and she. And sheen is going to be similar to seen in the way that it's written at the beginning and the middle of a word, as you can see. So how about this word? Oops. Shar. Shar means evil. How about another word? Shabah. This is how you write it. Shabah. Shabah. And it means ghost. A more practical word. Bashar. Bashar. And bashar just means people in Arabic. The final letter for this video is Sad. It's kind of like a hard S. It's a little harder to pronounce considering it's not in English. It's Sa, not Sa. Sa. I heard from somewhere that to pronounce this letter, you position your mouth as if you're going to pronounce the letter K, but instead pronounce the letter S. And don't forget the harakat, Sa, Su, and Sli. So at the beginning of a word, Sa looks like that, and in the middle, like so, and at the end, it looks pretty similar to how Seen and Sheen look like, right? Wow guys, now you know half of the Arabic alphabets already. So if you have any questions or suggestions, you can just comment them below. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you have learned anything from this video. Thanks for watching. Bye!